thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading, and the pick a card reading is what kind of changes, major changes, big changes are coming into my life, okay? Are coming, okay? So it could be, well, when I was shuffling, I didn't really specify the time, like when it is going to manifest or when the change is going to come. Because I really do think that it also depends on your thoughts, your behavior. Of course, this is maybe like, you know, your current energy as well. But to bring about the changes, like how fast, how slow, I really think we are the master of our own destiny. You hold the power of your own life. So if you don't feel like you need to change anything, then you're just gonna let life unfold. It might be slow, it might be fast, depending on, you know, the divine timing and all that stuff, you know, universe. But if you would like to speed up the process, perhaps you should, you know, do something about it. And we'll see what the cards say, you know. Perhaps there are some messages or some guidance that you can do to speed up the process. We'll also see if it's going to be coming like really fast or slower, you know, depending on the cards and all that stuff. So we have 4 different piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pick the pile that you resonate with the most, and we will start with pile number 1. Timestamps are in the description box below, and if you need more time, you can pause the video. Okay. All right, so if the pile doesn't resonate with you, maybe that pile isn't for you, you can choose a different pile. But I mean, no, we'll see what the cards say. All right, let's start with pile number 1. All right, so for pile number 1, for your oracle cards, you got Protecting Treasure. Okay, and then we have Star Seed. Ooh, what lights you up? So you're a Star Seed. Nice. And then over here, step out of your comfort zone. All right, that's interesting. North Node. All right, so from the oracle cards, let's see what the messages are. First of all, well, let's take a look at the tarot as well, and then we'll. Wow, interesting. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse, and then we have the Lovers in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Swords upright. So what kind of big changes are coming? You have 2 major arcana card and then a small, you know, a minor card, but it's this 10 of Swords, the painful ending card. Okay, so very interesting. All right, so step out of your comfort zone. That's the first thing that, you know, stood out to me. And of course the Star Seed as well. So Star Seed, I believe maybe a lot of pile number 1 people, you are very spiritual. You see things differently from other people. Okay, and you are here to bring about changes to other people. And so what kind of major changes are coming? I would say over here, first of all, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so it's North Node. It's very interesting because I also did this in Chinese, and one of the piles also got this step out of your comfort zone. Of course, the cards are a little bit different, but this is the same card. It's different piles, of course. But I would say that you need to step out of your comfort zone, as in because it's the North Node as well. So there's things that you need to learn in this lifetime. And I think it matches up with the star seed. So there is a mission for you in this lifetime. So what kind of major changes are coming for you? I would say that you're going to realize what your mission is on this earth, okay? What it is that you need to change in you and around you. Okay, so this is more like in you, because you need to step out of your own comfort zone. And whereas this is that once you step out of your comfort zone, once you've learned what you are here to learn, okay, this lifetime, you can also bring in about changes to other people's lives. Okay, so I was giving like examples of like North Node. If you are into astrology, then you should know like North Node is what you are here on earth to learn in this lifetime. So for example, if you're North Node, I use astro.com. If you know your time, exact time and birthplace, you can find out your North Node. So if you're, say, example, if your North Node lands in Leo, for example, so you might be more timid, you might be not as confident, and if it lands in Leo, that means in this lifetime you're learning to be like a Leo, be straightforward, be like a sunshine to other people, right? Be confident, and you know, all that Leo quality. So could be dramatic, right? The strength as well. And or say if you're a Sagittarius North Node, and then maybe you might be drawn to like philosophical things, traveling, you know, that kind of things. There's a lot of things. I'm just giving examples. So like if you really want your chart read, then you can email me privately, we can talk about it. But so, or like Aquarius, you know, if your North Node is Aquarius, you might be in this lifetime, you need to learn to be just a little bit eccentric. You need to live be more concerned about you and about humanitarian stuff, right? Because Aquarius people are more concerned about themselves. Like they take care of themselves first before they take care of other people, because they believe that, you know, in order to bring in the goodness into the world and to help other people, they need to be good and in a good mindset and a good place. Pisces would be more like sacrificing themselves for the greater good and always putting others in front of themselves, you know, for example. So these are like different ways of like things that you're supposed to learn in this lifetime, right? So you can find out what your North Node is, and then you can if you don't know, it doesn't really matter. It's just like figuring out what it is that you fear the most and try to make that first step. Okay, and I think once you make that first step, big changes will be able to come, you know, into your life. You'll be able to see the beginning of that change. Okay, because you start doing something differently in your life as well, right? So once you do something differently, I strongly believe that things will start changing, because you're changing the energy around your energy is changing. And I think once you do that, once you step out of your comfort zone and you accomplish things that you never thought that you could, you can actually start influencing the people around you, because you are a star seed, right? You are here with a mission. You're supposed to be helping other people. You're supposed to help other people feel good, heal them. Maybe there's whatever your, you know, your mission is on this earth is. It could be just bringing happiness and laughter and like sunshine, right? Making other people like feel great, or sharing your own experiences and making other people feel like they're understood. Whatever it is, there is a mission for you, and that's one of the big changes that is supposed to be happening in your life. Okay, first of all, you make changes within yourself, and then you start making changes in other people's lives, or to other people's lives, right? You're kind of making yourself as an example, setting an example out of your own life and your own behavior. And over here, there's protecting treasure. Protecting treasure, I feel like there's something that you are trying to that you value a lot. There's something that you value very much, very, very, very much. And this is, look, there is this girl, this lady lying on this chest, right, with an umbrella. And there's like there's a diamond shining on the bottom, right? And I feel like with this treasure being closed, like this chest being closed, it's a mystery inside. It could be empty, right? But it holds something that you treasure, you alone treasure the most. So you hold the keys to your own treasure box. And I feel like that's like the mission, kind of that what we were talking about. The thing that you treasure a lot. Your mission here is to protect this treasure, right? For example, the happiness of other people and yourself, of course. I really think it's that mission that you're supposed to bring about in you and around you. Okay, so, and then the next thing, the Lovers in reverse and the Hermit. Okay, but this is really interesting too, because the Hermit is all about like wisdom, right? And it's coming in reverse. So I really think you're supposed to be sharing this inner wisdom that you acquired. You're supposed to be spreading them around. You're supposed to tell them, you're supposed to share them. This is not an idea that you find your own enlightenment. No, this is an enlightenment that you're supposed to be sharing with other people. And the Lovers in reverse, which is a little bit interesting because it's the Lovers is about love, spreading love. And I think maybe for pile number 1, I know this Lovers card is more like, with lovers as in like, romantic love. But with the Starseed card, I really feel like this love is not just romantic love, but the greater love. More like, kind of like the Aquarius energy, or like the Pisces energy, where you're supposed to bring about changes in their people, and you're doing that through love and wisdom. The only thing is, you cannot bring about that changes, right, unless you love yourself first. So the Lovers, or starting very, very small. So the first thing that you're starting with is yourself. Again, stepping out of your comfort zone. Be good to yourself. And once you're good to yourself, step out of comfort zone. Challenge yourself a little bit, because it's actually doing yourself a good thing, right? It's helping you grow. And then you start spreading out to the people that like, your friends and family and your lover, okay? And the Lovers is also about decision making, and it's also a Gemini card. Gemini and Virgo. This is really interesting because we have the Gemini and Virgo card both in reverse, and it's their guardian planet. They share one guardian planet, which is Mercury, and that's the planet of communication. Okay, so that's what I meant. Starseed. There is your mission here is supposed to be here to spread changes, okay, through maybe communication and through your own behavior. And over here we have the Swords card, which is all that wind energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, right? So spread the love around, share your wisdom. And I think also you're coming to an end of a cycle, because we have the 10 of Wands. And I think there are things that are quite painful that you've experienced maybe before, and could be really long time ago, could be recent, but it's coming to an end, because with the Rider-Waite card, he's facing this far out, and it's like the sun is coming up, right? So there is like this sense of hope, and I feel like the sense of hope is like the star seed, right? There's this sense of like bring new changes coming in, and this is, I almost feel like this is kind of like this stepping out of the comfort zone, because it's gonna feel really, really, really painful. But once you do that, you're going to see a completely new world that you've never seen before, and you're going to think like, oh, it's not that hard. Actually, it's not that bad. And once you do that, I really think the reason why the Hermit and the Lover's card are reversed is that it cannot be kept to yourself. It needs to be shared abroad. So all of the love and support that you've received along the way, you're supposed to spread that with other people, share with other people, communicate, right? We said the guardian planet is Mercury, and stepping out of your comfort zone. So begin with the changes in yourself, and then you're starting to spread that changes around you. And I definitely think there are people around you protecting you as well, because over here, protecting treasure is also about protecting. There are these forces, these protections, these guardian angels are here around you to protect you, because you are a treasure worth protecting, right? You're a star seed. You are lovely. You are treasurable, and you are worth treasuring. So the protecting treasure is not just about you protecting the treasure or this mission that you're supposed to be spreading around, but also that there are these unknown forces also protecting you, because you have an important mission to in this lifetime to help other people as well. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 1. So the big change is that first you need to start with the change in yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone, and all of the wisdoms that you've gained, all of the love and support that you've received. And I think there is going to be a decision that you have to make, and I think right now you're probably up in the air about this decision. Perhaps it's about the starseed, right? Spreading this mission and doing something for the greater good of humankind, or, not just human, I think like the world, pets, animals, right? Anything, the environment. So, there's something big that's waiting for you. And I know you're probably thinking like, I'm just one person. It's not, how am I going to be able to change like the world? But everything starts with one person, right? And you're going to be able to find, once you are in the right frequency and right energy, you're going to be attracting people who are in that same frequency and energy as you. And they will also help you spread that mission and that, I don't know, whatever that you're trying to spread around the world, right? To help other people. So that's what I really see is that, and I really think like once you do that, you're going to be attracting a lot of good things to you, because you're helping other people. And I really think the energy comes around. The karma is not just about bad things, it's about good things as well. So when you do good things, I know you should be doing it without asking for anything in return, but in reality is that it will come back to you as well. So once you start beginning that change, you're going to see something changing around you, and while you're doing that, you want to spread that around, and then more good things is going to come. That's what I see with the cards. All right, so let me know how this resonates with you by leaving in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right, so for pile number 2, let's see what cards you have. We have Storm Fields, and then over here we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Interesting. And then over here we have a fiery climax approaches. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is almost like this energy over here. This is like a huge storm, right? A fiery climax. Oh my God. Full moon in Aries. We just experienced full moon in Aries. I mean, when I upload this video, we just experienced full moon in Aries like about 10 days ago. So we are still in that energy a little bit. How appropriate. All right, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have, okay, very interesting. We have Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse. Wow, we have a lot of Hermit in reverse. Last pile got Hermit as well. And then we have the Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles upright. All right, so first what I see is that the storm fields. There's a huge storm coming. This kind of reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz or something. Okay, what I see with this card is that, and then the fiery climax is approaching. I feel like this big change is going to come a lot quicker. I feel like pile number one is a little bit slower, but yours is going to be coming a lot quicker because first of all, a fiery climax approaches. So full moon in Aries, it might have just started happening because, again, like what I said, when I uploaded this video, just like 10 days ago, this or 9 days ago, sorry, 9 days ago is full moon in Aries. So we're still in like that remnant energy of that full moon because we're going to come into new moon again, but the new moon we're in October, new moon in Scorpio. Yeah. So anyways, and then the storm fields. So everything is this fiery energy, fiery energy, right? And it's coming really quickly because of the storm as well. So like this storm isn't like it's coming down, it's like in the midst of it. So that's what I'm thinking, like for pile number two, you might be in the midst of this big changes already. So first of all, I think to speed it up even more, or you are probably in the process of doing this already. How can you mother yourself? So first of all, you have to love yourself. You have to be I know this is like so redundant and so cliche of saying like, oh, you gotta love yourself first and all that stuff, but I feel like doing things that you love. What I see with this how can you mother yourself card and with all these other cards, I feel like it's about doing things you love. Stop listening to other people or stop being persuaded by other people's how they see you, how they look at you. You should really listen to yourself and just do what you love. And I mean, you are in the midst of this huge change anyways, because this storm is going to, this is like a hurricane. It's going to destroy everything. The destruction is coming, and it's not a bad thing that it's coming into like you are in this midst of this destruction. Okay, it means that you're going to be starting anew. It's almost like you've learned all of these things, but you need to like destroy them in order to pick up even more new things, or to learn more things about life, and then incorporate all of that in the next cycle of your life. Okay, so I feel like your life is at a stage of like this cycle, like because everything is coming. This is how I see things. So there's a lot of like circles, but so you start with one and you finish, but when you finish going back to here, but you're actually on the second level up now. So you're on the second level, and then you go around again and you're coming back here, but it's one level up. Now you're on the third level, right? So you're going to, it's just keep going in and in different circles, but every time you're starting back to the beginning point, you're one level up. So I feel like you are in this cycle. You're close to coming into an end. And this climax is approaching, and this climax is going to destroy all of these things that you've thought you've known so clearly, before, but no, it's going to give you like a complete new vision or new ways of looking at things. You're going to see things from a completely different way. Like everything that you've known is you're going to deconstruct and reconstruct. Okay, so that's what I see. And I think it's going to come pretty quickly. Because we have the Knight of Wands. It is coming in reverse though. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this energy is kind of like resonating with each other, because with the Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like it's still coming. It is still in the process of coming, but it's a little bit slower. So, and then with this Knight of Pentacles, obviously it's the slowest, moving knight, right? And this Wands, it's not the fastest, but it's the second fastest. So with this energy, one upright, one reversed, I feel like it's averaging out its speed. Okay, so that's why I'm saying like you're probably most likely in the midst of this big change, and the remaining part of this change is going to come at a more moderate speed. Okay, so it's not going to come in at a super slow speed, because it's actually being averaged out with this Knight of Wands in reverse. Because if it's Knight of Wands like upright, I feel like it's going to be a lot more passionate, a lot more fiery, but it's still there, because we still have this card, but it's going to come in at a slower rate and with more practical, practical vision, more tangible vision. Okay, so things that you can really, really grasp and hold on to. And then we have in the middle, we have the Hermit, right? So it's all about wisdom. And again, I feel like for pile number 1, it's that similar energy of like looking for wisdom and spreading that wisdom that you've learned. So for pile number 2, I feel like this energy could be in the area of finance, okay, for your financial situation. It could be in regards to your work, okay, in your work area, because we have the Hermit, and that's the Virgo energy. So if you're a student, that could be, your schoolwork. So there is big changes coming. So maybe you are in the middle of like switching career. Maybe you are in the middle of switching your major, because if you're in school, right, field of study. And so everything you've learned, it's still there, but you might have to start new and see things from a different perspective, all that stuff. And I do feel a little bit about romantic things, but I feel like it's more things that you're very, very passionate about. So if you're really passionate about love, then, trying to get married and that kind of things, then yes, maybe you are in the midst of a love relationship that's like everything you've known is coming apart, and then you have to destruct to reconstruct, right? So if you're in a stable relationship, you might have to experience separation in order to learn what you have to learn separately to come back together, something like that, right? Or if you are single, you're in the midst of like completely shifting your thoughts, your behavior, all of that stuff, this cycle that we were talking about earlier. But I really feel a lot more for pile number 2. It's your financial situation. You're in the midst of like changing like career, changing things that you're really, really passionate about, like your field of study, your job, right? Career that now you're trying to pursue what you want the most, because we talked about it earlier about this. How can you mother yourself? You have to go after what you want to do, instead of listening to other people, instead of caring how other people see you, right? And sometimes we make decisions based off of like money or practical reasons, but now this is telling you to listen to yourself. Yes, money is still an issue, and it's over here. And that, I don't know why, like this Oprah saying is like, follow what you're passionate. I think how does she phrase it? Something about like, follow your passion and the success or money will follow, or something like that. So you can't let money be the primary reason, because if that's the only reason, yes, unless you're just super motivated by money. But a lot of times, at least for me, money, if I'm not passionate about something, I don't really want to do it, even if I make a lot of money. So as you know, like I'm doing this YouTube video, I don't even make that much money, but I'm doing it because I want to help out people, and I like reading cards, and I feel like I like learning about it, and there's so much to learn. And every time I do a video, I feel like I learn that much more. It's kind of like this hermit. I think this hermit in reverse is like, the knowledge that you've gained is never enough. You never feel like you've gained enough insight about something. And so like you're like a constant learner. You are thirsty, okay? You're to learn about things. A very heavy Sagittarius type of energy, right? Philosophical Sagittarius. I know this card is Virgo, but I feel like a Sagittarius energy very strongly. And then of course we have the full moon in Aries. That's a fiery energy as well. And then over here we have the wands energy, and then the storm. That's a very fiery energy, despite the fact that it's a storm, right? Rain and wind and all that stuff. So that's what I see for pile number 2. Your big change is that I actually think that you are in the midst of a big change right now. And that big change is probably in regards to your financial, and also your work or career, or like school. In regards to school, that would be like your field of study. You might want to change your field of study, or maybe you want to add additional field of study, doing a double major or something like that, okay? And now that you're in the midst of this change, the rest of the energy is going to go a little bit more moderately. So I think you're in the midst, like once you're in this chaotic like energy right now, because the stormy feel, I think that happened really quickly, and you were like, holy crap, what just happened? And now that you're in the midst of this chaos, now you can actually take the time to really think about what it is that you really wanted to do, what it is that you really are going to be passionate about, and you probably won't regret, okay? Really dig deep. I feel like this hermit energy is like telling you to really dig. Take your time to dig. You're not in a hurry to come out of it just yet. It says the big climax is approaching. It's not saying that it approached, right? So it's approaching, so it's coming. So take your time, and again, like I said, I feel like this is energy that you don't feel like you have enough information. You feel like whatever you've learned is always not enough. Sagittarius is a little bit of Capricorn energy, right? So take your time, really figure it out, what you want, what you really want to do with your life, and then go after it, okay? And then I think you will, once you figure that out, you're going to come out of the storm a brand new person, wiser. And we have 2 nights, okay? So you're going to come out strong as ever and a king, right? All right, so that's what I see for pile number 2. Let me know how this resonates with you by leaving in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. I will see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye. So for pile number 3, let's see what you have. We have flying, and we have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, and connect with nature. And then over here we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. All right. Interesting. And then let's see what your cards are. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune upright, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Wands upright. Nice. I feel like this change is going to come pretty quickly. It is, well, first of all, we have the Divine Timing card, which is this Wheel of Fortune. So things are coming. And I think it's in the process of it. You might be in the beginning part of it. If not, then it's going to be coming soon. But it is divinely orchestrated. So the timing, it would be different for everyone because it's the Wheel of Fortune. Everybody's Wheel of Fortune is a little bit different, and it turns a little bit on a different speed for everybody, right? But we do have the Knight of Wands and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like having these two cards together is speaking one thing, is things are going to be coming at a pretty quick pace. Okay, because Seven of Pentacles is about patience, and it's in reverse combined with the Knight of Wands, which is this passionate, fiery energy. So things are going to be coming at a pretty quick pace. Although the only thing is that everybody's a little bit different. Quick pace. Some people's quick could be 1 month. Some people's quick could be like next week. Some people's quick could be 2 months. So it depends. Depending on where you are at your life stage right now, and how prepared you are. Things will come in at various speed for everybody, but it is divinely orchestrated. It's going to be coming pretty quickly. I would say at least within the next 6 months, okay? That something is going to be happening for you. And I feel like things, it's telling you to go fly, okay? Flying. Everything you want is coming. I feel like with this card, the sky is the limit. You can, anything you want, you are able to achieve. And the universe is helping you to achieve, or at least to begin achieving that goal of yours that you are passionately about, okay? And then over here, we have nothing set in stone yet. Nothing yet set in stone. So everything's still up in the air. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like the changes are coming yet. Some people might at the beginning stage of it, okay, at the very beginning stage, but everything is divinely orchestrated, like I said, and so everything is not set in stone. So you can still change your mind. You can still be like, try to figure it out what you want. For people who are definitely sure what they wanted, then, you know, your time might be a little bit faster, and if you're more prepared, right, it could come in within the next few weeks, right? And over here, get grounded, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So I feel like if you're a little bit still confused, or, you know, unsure of what it is that you wanted exactly, then try to maybe connect with the nature. So meditate a little bit, go out into the nature, go, I don't know, camping. I for some reason I see a bunch of trees, maybe because of this card, this trees, like, and you're sitting in the midst of it, and just meditate and feel it out, because you're highly empathic, highly sensitive. So I really think that there's something that you are absolutely passionate about. It's just that you need to really put your mind to it. And once you do that, everything is going to be coming in your aid to help you achieve that goal. Let sky be the limit for you. You can achieve anything that you wanted. Okay. Don't let the reality limit you. Imagine whatever you wanted to do. I mean, of course, like, I want $1 billion. That's not going to be possible unless you're halfway there already, right? I want $1 billion, I don't know, by the end of my lifetime. Okay. Then now we could see how that can be orchestrated, right? So something that is still within reason, but sky is the limit. Okay. And I really don't think that, you can get things without putting any effort in it. So you still need to do some work. There's still things that you need to do in order to achieve what you want, because we still have the Seven of Pentacles. Even if it's reversed, it still means that you need to pay your dues, do your duties, putting in the seed, farm it out, and wait, right? So if you haven't done any of that yet, then your timing is going to be just a little bit, it's probably going to be a little bit longer, right? It's going to be a little longer. But for the people who've done pay their dues, did their work, did their homework, prepared themselves for everything, now everything is going to fall into place for you to help you achieve that great things that you want to achieve, whether it is to become this memorable person in history, or it could just be as small as, like, I want to be able to find a person that I love and loves me back and create a happy family together, or something like that. It could be as small as that. And that is not even, I say it's small, but obviously it could be very hard as well, right? To find somebody that you love and loves you back, that mutual attraction, and then building a family that's going to last right now in this lifetime. I think it's, with the divorce rate being so high and everybody's like on these social apps and all bombarded with all kinds of information, and you always feel like whatever you have is not enough. Yeah, it is probably quite difficult. But like I said, it could be as big as, being the president of whichever, to something as small as, like, building a family, or just having a stable career, doing something that you love. So make the sky your limit and fly. Okay, soar, spread your wings and fly. If you have everything together, now you just have to trust and let go, and everything is going to fall into place for you. Okay, everything's going to fall into place for you, and you just have to do that one action, which is letting go and just fly, right? And trust. So that's what I see for pile number 3. I think you guys have major things coming in for you if you've done everything that you have been. So whatever goal that you've set, if you've been doing all the work that to start that goal, or to get you closer to that goal, now it's the time to really put 100% of your energy into that, and everything will be falling into place for you. So for example, if you want to be an actor, okay, you've learned, you've taken classes, you've major connections, you've practiced every day. There are things that you can do, just like a pianist, right? A pianist, what you do, you practice piano every day. Actors, you have to memorize script every day. You have to do character analysis every day. You have to do script analysis every day. All that stuff. Filmmakers, you should be filming every day. Photographers, you should be photographing every day, right? Designers, you should be doing drawing every day, finding inspirations. Writers, writing every day. computer engineering, you're probably programming all the time. So whatever it is that you've been wanting to become, or opening up your own restaurant, then maybe you should learn how to cook. Yes, you can find a cook, but I think it's still different if you know how to cook, and if you lose that cook and you could replace them at any time. So, you don't have to close your store down, right? You don't have to rely on someone. I think that's really important. And to opening up a store, you not just like a restaurant, that you not only need to know how to cook, you need to know how to manage. You need to know all that business stuff. You need to know all that financial stuff. So if you've done all that work that you've been doing, everything's going to fall into place for you. Just fly, okay? Sky's the limit, and now just let go and trust. That's what I see for pile number 3. That's the big change that you're coming, which is anything that you want to manifest and you've done all of that work. Everything's going to be falling into place for you, okay? So let me know how this resonates with you by leaving in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Lastly, we have pile number 4. All right, so you guys are the only pile that have 2 cards that fell out from the map, the Enchanted Map Oracle. And I was gonna put the cards back, but I was looking at the cards and I found a common theme, and I was like, you know what, I think there's a message here. So I kept both of them, and the first one is coming apart, and the second one is making a choice. Isn't that, look at the cards. Isn't there something like similar in this? Okay, let's take a look how it, interact with the other cards, and we'll talk about it. So the second card we have is Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Oh wow, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Wow, okay, divine plan is what's catching my eye. And then over here, a win-win outcome is forecast. Wow. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at your oracle card. Your tarot cards. We have the 3 of Cups upright. We have the 10 of Cups upright, and then we have the World upright. Okay. Pile number 4, your tarot cards and these cards are like very interesting. The tarot cards and this card matches, and then the divine plan matches over here. So I think for what major changes are coming for pile number 4, first of all, I think this major change is going to be super great when it comes. You're going to be so happy, so delighted, I don't know, full of fiery energy. I don't know what to describe. You're just going to be so happy. So happy, okay? But the only thing is, there's a decision that you have to make right now, okay? And there's something that you need to let go. Coming apart. Whether it's a relationship with a loved one, with a family member, with a friend, with I don't know. I was gonna say pet, but no, pets could never do you wrong. Pets are great. So no. Scratch that. But somebody, this relationship that you need to separate yourself from, it's a toxic relationship. So that's why pets doesn't work. Okay. So pets are very, very healing. So do not abandon your pets, please. All right. So, but this relationship that you have, it could be with colleagues as well. Okay. Could be with yourself, your toxic self that's keep on putting you down, the devilish self. It could be that, right? Or it could be, your loved ones, or at least you think they're your loved ones, as in like your boyfriends or girlfriends, whatever, husbands, wives, or your cousins, family members, friends. Okay. if they are not helping you grow, and if they keep putting you down, not making you feel good. But the thing is, there's a difference. Sometimes your really good friends and family and your lover, okay, can give you something that is really, really blunt and very, very hurtful. But when they say that, it's coming out of the goodness of themselves. It just comes out harsh because maybe you just have to hear it that way because they've been trying to put it nicely and you're just not listening. So now they have to do it in a different way, and now they caught your attention. So that's different than constantly putting you down, constantly giving you destructive criticism, okay? Not constructive, but destructive. Or even like verbal abuse, physical abuse, stuff like that. Or like what I said, your devil self keep telling you that things that you should not be listening to, okay? So those things, you need to come apart. You need to separate yourself from them, and you need to sever that relationship, okay? Stop. So, and I know it's probably a really hard choice to do that, but it is a decision that you will have to make, okay? You can keep that person around. Could be things too. It could be things. It could be, if your house is a mess. So if there's no such person, like toxic relationship around you or in your life, then it could be like your bad habits, right? For example, your house is a mess. You like to spend money frivolously. I don't know, things like that. So maybe you're a hoarder. Okay, you like to hoard things and you just don't like to get rid of things. Well, now maybe it's time to make a decision to get rid of these things, to start simplify your life, okay? Simplify your surroundings, simplify things. Things shouldn't be so complicated. Things that's meant to be, I really think that it should come quite easily. Yes, you should work for it. You should work hard for it. But at the same time, it shouldn't put you through grievance, right? It shouldn't put you through all of these tears. Yes and no, depending on the things that you are working for. Because I'm just thinking, like, if you're, I don't know, an artist, there's a lot of tears, of course. Or like if you're an athlete, right? Just going through the training, it's lots of sweats and tears, right? But you love that. It's different from like tears from like, oh my God, like feeling bad about yourself. That's the kind of tears I'm talking about, right? So there's a decision that you have to make, that you have to sever something. It could be a person, it could be a place, or it could be things. Okay, so pick what resonate with you, and you know what it is that you need to sever. I truly believe that the first thing that's coming into your mind, that's probably it. Could be one or more. So it could be more than one person, more than one things, or it could be a place, whatever. So over here we have seeding the light, laying foundations, and then divine plan. Because so I feel like not just Jesus himself or God himself, but it is the grandmother of Jesus. That's just amazing. So some kind of this ancestral energy is protecting you from things. So like once you make this decision, okay, severing yourself from these toxic whatever it is that you need to separate yourself from, you will start to see these changes start forming around you, in your life around you, okay? And by doing this, I think you're setting in a foundation, okay? You're setting in a foundation. And there is a divine plan coming. There is a divine plan for you. There's perhaps some kind of a mission that you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. But I feel like this divine plan is more like there's certain things that's supposed to happen in your life. It's meant to happen because you're supposed to be learning something from it. Okay, so if you met this toxic person, I never wish any harm to anyone. But if, met this person that's, taking advantage of you or hurting you in whatsoever way, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So there's something that you can learn from it. And and if you survived it, okay, with your strengths, perhaps you can help other people. And you can help other people get out of the same kind of situation that you once were in. Okay. And I think this says there's a win-win outcome. Okay. There is a win-win outcome coming. So you might think that making this decision and separate yourself from these places, persons, things, right? It's like, it's painful. It's yes, but maybe after a while you'll realize it's a win-win outcome. Okay. And there is a divine plan in motion set once you separate yourself from these bad energy, right? And over here we have the tarot cards over here that we have to, it's amazing. Like, okay, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the World. It's just amazing cards. Okay, so I do have one thing to say. The person that you need to separate from, for a small percentage of you, because we do have the 3 of Cups. It is upright. It's about celebration. It is about celebration. If we have like a celebration card over here, I would definitely say that this 3 of Cups is nothing but celebration. But since we have coming apart and making a choice, so for a small percentage of you, I would say, not small, maybe a third, maybe a quarter, I don't know, depending on how many people actually saw my videos, because it's hard to gauge nowadays how many views I get per video. So, but I feel like there's maybe like at least a third, or maybe a little bit less than a third of you might be in a third party situation. Okay, so there is definitely a person that you need to separate yourself from, or a relationship you need to separate yourself from, or at least make a decision, something about that. Okay, so tell this person that, hey, you need to make a decision. Do you want me or do you want that person? Okay, or maybe you decide to walk away. I don't know. But there could be a third party situation. Okay, that's what this making a decision and coming apart could mean as well. So now, for the rest of you, this is all celebratory cards. Oh, I just want to go back a little bit. The third party situation thing, you do have the World card too. So things are coming to an end, coming to a full circle, a cycle. It's the end of, it's the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning, right? This energy. So again, this is that win-win outcome, I feel, energy as well. So you think that at the time when you're doing this decision, making this decision and coming apart, or making this decision to separate yourself from something, it could be very painful, but at the same time, it is the end of a cycle, and then you're letting new energy coming in. Okay, and then the celebratory energy, and then the 10 of Cups. Once you do that, you'll realize that you're starting to set things in motion, because whatever you were in before, by not making a decision, you're making a decision, and that decision is putting you through a hold. Yeah, a hold. Like everything is being put on hold. You might feel like your life is being put on hold. You might feel like this static energy, right? Nothing is moving. But once you make that decision, once you start setting things in motion, the divine plan is going to be moving, and you're going to feel like this world is coming to an end, but also a beginning. And then it's actually a win-win outcome, okay? And you're going to feel this happiness. And I really feel like a lot of you guys, you might, with this third person energy, okay, third party energy, your person might be choosing you, because we have the 10 of Cups. You're like scared to death, okay, frightened to death that, you know, you're not going to hear something that you wanted to hear, but they might be choosing you. We have the 10 of Cups. You need to put more faith in yourself. And you know, the world, okay, they're going to give the world to you. You're going to have this thing that you're going to celebrate for, okay? All right, so for the rest of you that are not in a third person situation, I feel like for pile number 4, most of you guys are probably, this big change are probably relationship related, okay? Could be romantic, but could be non-romantic. So it could be like family, friends, you know, that kind of things. But I think the result of this change is happy. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. Everybody is going to forgive everyone if there is something that you need to talk about, okay, to reconcile. And there is, I feel like there is this reunite energy. And perhaps if you need to, you can also go and spend time with your female friends. So even for guys, spend time with your female friends. You might get some insight that you never thought you could get. And female friends, you always hang out with your female friends, then hang out with those female friends. They're going to help you gain some insight as well, okay? And then we have 2 end of cycle cards. We have the World, and then we have the 10 of Cups. It's definitely very, very relationship heavy card. And some of you, I feel like if you haven't been able to meet a person for the longest time, if you watch this video during the pandemic, perhaps you have this person that you have not been able to meet for a very long time. And I feel like with this World card, you will be able to meet this person soon, okay? Win-win outcome. Something is going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of celebratory energy. Things are in motion, okay, once you make this decision. And once you know, if there's nothing that relationship that you need to sever, it just might mean that you need to clean up your place, or clean up your apartment, your house, your car, okay, your bathroom, I don't know, something that you need to clean up. Yeah, so that's what I see for pile number 4. I actually feel like this is not that, I know it sounds, the way I'm talking about it sounds it's like, oh my god, it's such a downer, but no, like the cards are amazing cards. Like seriously, it's amazing cards. It's just that something that you need to make a decision and you need to sever yourself from, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 4, and let me know how this resonates with you, and you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and or my video. And I look forward to all of your big changes, and I hope you have all everything that you've been looking for. And yeah, all right, so I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.